Hey guys, it's Liz. Hey, so I wanted to do a training. We ended up not having our event tonight in New York, but I had so many things kind of on my heart to share with you guys that I didn't want to bottle it up. I figured I would just take 5 to 10 minutes here. You know, sometimes I get long-winded because I'm extremely passionate about this business that we're all building. So I'm going to try to stick to 5 to 10 minutes tonight, but we'll see how that goes. The one thing I wanted to get through to you guys tonight was as we share our AdvoCare business, you know, direct sales is not a fit for everybody. And you're going to start to see through conversations with just people, just in general. You talk to people, you share what we have. We share the two sides of this wonderful company, almost every conversation we have with people, and then we match solutions to their needs. So if somebody's looking for just better health and wellness and I can help them lose some weight, or you know, maybe they're slamming 3 cups of coffee a day and drinking Red Bull Monster soda, you know, I have solutions that I can help them with. I can teach them how to eat, and I know their energy is going to go up through proper nutrition, but I also know I have some really great products like our Spark or Slam that they can substitute out and get really high quality sources of vitamins and amino acids and a little caffeine into their system and get better energy with. So, you know, that side of the company, guys, is the easy part for me. Is I know we've got world-class products. I share them with strength. Where I can find a solution for people, I match them up. Now, on the business side, I want to help you guys with this more importantly, because this business is not for everybody. Now, I say that because I want you guys to think about your business like a business. I want you to be strategic about, you know, who do we get on the phone with and share? Who do we put on the phone with our mentor? Who do we say, hey, listen, like, when do you have 20 minutes that I can get together with you and maybe we can grab lunch and I can just share with you, you know, what I've been doing and you know, what I have my hands on here with AdvoCare. When you guys share this business, you do want to be intentional about who you share with. And why? Because everyone's time is valuable, but also too because direct sales is not a new concept. And there's a certain mindset of a person that ends up understanding and seeing what direct sales is about and has a vision to want to get involved and build it. And I'd say about 75% of the world does not have the mindset that is appropriate for direct sales. And here's what I'm going to do is help you understand this. So I love Robert Kiyosaki, and he is the author of the book and the audio DVD called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I would advise you guys to go either get the DVDs and listen to them when you're in the car, or go get his book. It's a really easy read. But one of the segments that he breaks down, he talks about direct sales and network businesses being the business model of the 21st century. And, you know, life is built on networks, and I'm wholeheartedly there and agree with that. I mean, think about everything in your life that you've done to date. I mean, it's usually like, who do we know that can help us or can make a phone call for us or can help us, you know, get into this program or that college? Life is built on networks. And the most successful people in business build networks and seek networks, right? People that have a mindset of just looking for a job, they're comfortable in life, they're just looking to get by, collect a paycheck. They're not out there trying to seek networks and build a business. So here are the 4 quadrants that Robert Kiyosaki talks about in regards to people having a mindset for direct sales, and in turn that mindset leads people to be successful here. So like if you were to poll all the AdvoCare, you know, diamond distributors and above, most of my colleagues that I've known now for over 3 years, that are at a high level in AdvoCare, and you know, very much true. So from like the Ruby to the Emerald 9-star and above level, we see these common traits in those individuals who see this vision and then take it and run with it and love it and build it. A lot of these characteristics are true with these individuals. So this can help you really streamline who you think of to pick up the phone and share what we have our hands on with, okay? So the 4 types of people and mindsets that we look at when we want to share AdvoCare. Number 1, you know, there's this person called Mr. Right or Mrs. Right. Someone that always needs to be right. They have all the answers. You know, they're like, hey, I went to college, I got a master's, I'm a doctor, you know, this, that, the other. Like, they are set on who they are, not wanting to hear about another business model. Like, this is what they are going to do for the next 20, 30, 40 years of their life. They always need to be right, and they're not going to have an open mind to hear about another business model. That is somebody that probably is not going to see a vision for direct sales or AdvoCare and run with this thing, okay? Then the other quadrant of people are people that are comfortable. So this is the comfortable quadrant. Now, think about people in life that, you know what, like no matter what happens, like their house could be on fire, like they're still going to sit on that couch with the TV turned on, like the world can pass them by and they are just comfortable in life. Like they are not looking for more out of life. Like they've never been consistent with anything in their life. You know, those types of individuals are not going to see a vision for direct sales nor want to get involved. So you're wasting your time and you're also wasting their time, because the most important thing to them is being comfortable. Direct sales, and we know building a direct sales business, there's a lot of points at which we get outside of our comfort zone and talk to people and share what we have. And sometimes it's a fit, sometimes it's not. But being comfortable is what that person is looking for. And success does not happen from being in your comfort zone. So you might want to move on from sharing AdvoCare with those types of people. The third quadrant of mindset is people that have to be liked. These are people that have a big conscience and feel like they need to be well liked by everybody. They are always looking for validation. They're always looking for a pat on the back. They are not looking to ruffle feathers. They are not looking for anything that could potentially be controversial at any point in time. So the most important thing for these folks is that they show up, they do a good job, they do what they're told to do, and they get a high five and a pat on the back. That is the type of business that they will thrive in and work best in, okay? That is not direct sales. You know, very rarely people that are in business for themselves, very rarely are very successful people well liked. You know, there's going to be people that don't understand what you do. There's going to be people that hate on what you do. There's going to be people that don't like your success. And you've got to have a strong mindset. And, you know, at the end of the day, I tell people, I love what I do. This is the business that I'm in. And this is the model that you know, I love. And I thrive in this direct sales business model. And I thrive in this platform to help people. But I also want to be a business builder. I also want to be the CEO of my own business in the health and wellness industry. I don't want to show up, collect a paycheck. I don't want to be mediocre in life. I don't like being comfortable in life. I wanted more out of life. And so I'm okay with accepting the fact that there are lots of people that won't understand my journey or like me for my success. And that is okay for me. But those people that you know that are just, they just need to be liked and have that validation from their peers and society, they're not going to think outside the box. And remember when we say, if you do what everybody else does, you'll get what everyone else has, right? And I didn't want a mediocre life. I wanted to live a life beyond what I could dream of and build a business for my family beyond what my plan A and my husband's plan A could ever do for us. So that's what attracted me to direct sales, is to have that opportunity to do that. So I'm going to lead you into the last quadrant, which is we call the quadrant win. People that like to win. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean like winning, like beating you versus me. Winning means that people understand what it takes to be successful and win at things. So, you know, a lot of times we say athletes do very well in AdvoCare. And why? Is because they've learned their whole life that, you know, if you miss a shot, well, there's no one else to blame but you. Like, get in the gym and shoot more shots and get better so that the next shot you take, you can make, right? Like when you get knocked down, you got to get back up. And so those are the types of people that have a mindset, and they know that success is not going to happen without failure, without sacrifice, but they're willing to do whatever it takes to have that success. And those are the people that you want to share AdvoCare with. You're looking for people that have a burning desire to have more out of life, are not comfortable, are okay with not being liked by a few of their peers if they get involved in a business and have success very quickly. We know what comes along with that. You know, and you're looking for people that have an open mind, that would want to hear about something that could bring more to their life. So those are the people that you really want to share AdvoCare with. And you start to think about the people in AdvoCare, like, you know, how did we move our business so quickly? Well, there's no doubt I'm passionate about helping people through better health and wellness, and that's one side of this company. But the way we built a diamond business so quickly is I thought of people who were like me. I thought of people who are, who do I know like myself, who, you know, they work hard, they have a burning desire for more out of life, they like to help people, but they have a winning attitude. Like they are champions in almost every area of their life, in you know, being a spouse or being a parent, you know, everything they do, they're always looking and seeking for better and more. My friend Dave Martin, so he was the first person I thought of with this AdvoCare business. I said, you know what? He's been a teacher and a coach. He loves to help people. But you know what? He didn't get paid a lot as a Division II college basketball coach. And I said, you know what? he's just a champion guy, all around great guy, champion mindset, wants more out of life, wants to build this dream life of his. But you know what? His plan A job is not going to get him there. So I knew that this would be a great fit for him. And I popped him on the phone with my mentor who introduced me to hear about it, you know, and share it with him. And he was like, game on, like this business sounds like a fit for me. So he was willing to, you know, get in the trenches and build and grow. And, you know, now Dave tonight is going to close out a level in AdvoCare that's going to earn him over $175,000 a year. Him and his fiance are bringing in close to $20,000 a month, and they've been involved for 2 years. So, you know, the power of sharing this business with somebody like that, who has a similar mindset, is going to be a much better use of my time and my energy in growing their business and helping them grow, but also building my business, right? We want to think of people like, would you give this person that you're going to share AdvoCare with a paycheck if you had a big multi-million-dollar business? Because essentially that's what I have. I have a big multi-million-dollar business. If I'm going to reach out and share this business with somebody, would I give that person a paycheck? And if the answer is no, you might want to think about somebody else to share this business with. So I hope that helps give you a mindset, you know. But I'm going to give a shout out to Pete Malo, who's a new distributor out in Rhode Island on our team. Now, I talked to Pete, and I knew right away that this guy was looking for more out of life, that, you know, hey, he was not comfortable, you know, newly married, ready for more, ready to build this business, help people, but more than just, you know, be tending bar just to get by and personal training people. Like, that life wasn't going to give him what him and his wife desired. So he saw the opportunity to, hey, he could be his own business builder here. He could build this business to whatever level he wanted to, and he's not comfortable in life, okay? So he picked up the phone and he shared this with like 5 of his friends right away in the first 3 days of getting involved, and said, hey, listen, like, you know, I'm excited about this business. I think you should hear about it, listen to it. And the people he put on the phone with me that week, you know, I'm excited. All 5 of those business conversations were strong business-minded people looking for more out of life. One of the individuals had a really great corporate job, makes lots of money. But the one thing he didn't have was time freedom with his kids. So we talked about that. You know, AdvoCare itself as a business is not just about making money. I mean, no doubt about it. I'm 100%. The 2 things I'm passionate about is helping people, which I get to do in this business, and making money. I mean, let's be honest, who doesn't like to make a lot of money? And people are kidding themselves when they say that they don't like to earn a lot of money. If they had an opportunity to, and they were willing to work for it and willing to get knocked down and get back up and keep going, direct sales would be for them. But a lot of people are comfortable and complacent, and they're just afraid to get outside their comfort zone. So they'll say that they're going to settle and they're okay with having a mediocre life, and being comfortable with where they are. But the truth is most people always want more income, or if they have income, they're looking for more time, okay? I had decent income, but I had no time with my kids. So I saw this model as something that I could build, help people, and you know what? More income in my life just means that I didn't have to be anywhere from 9 to 5 just to earn a paycheck, and I could allocate that time now to my children and be a better mother and build this business around my life and design my days. But I've got knocked down many times. I've had people that don't understand it. A quick story here, my own dad, my dad will listen to this training too. My dad, he has that, when you listen to Robert Kiyosaki talk about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I'd say 75% of the population does not think outside the box, okay? And what they do is they say, okay, like, go to college, maybe even get a master's, you know, and then go out and get a job. Now, that is a poor dad mindset. And my dad and I have had this conversation. You know, nothing is secure nowadays, even owning your own business. There's lots of overhead. You know, you get taxed beyond belief. Me being a small business owner, I mean, it's difficult even just to turn a profit with all the amount of time and everything you have invested into it. So, you know, direct sales was something that I loved. No employees, no overhead. It's like a business in a box. They do all my marketing. They market on ESPN and advertise for me. They support me. They teach me. They teach me how to grow as a leader and mentor me. All I have to do is share and help people. You know, game on. I saw that as a huge win for someone who has drive like myself and who wants to be the CEO of their own multi-million-dollar business and get paid like a CEO. So, you know, I had the conversation with my dad, and he said, you know, honey, don't leave that 6-figure corporate job. Like, it's a good job, and it's got benefits, and it's got, you know, a retirement. And I just said, Dad, listen, like, I just see this so differently than you. Like, you know, that mindset is not for me. I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to rely on somebody else for my income. If someone pulls the rug up underneath from my feet in the corporate world, what happens now? I mean, I wanted to build this thing so that it just gave me more options in life. So, but not everyone has that mindset. And now I've started to help my dad understand and where I'm coming from, but it took a lot of changing his thought process so that, you know, he could see what direct sales is about and why to his, you know, crazy daughter, it was attractive. My dad's now an advisor in the business and he does great and they love the product, but not everybody's mind works the same way that mine does or yours does in building this business. So I want to help you with that so that you can be strategic about who you share this business with, because that's going to give you faster success in your direct sales business model. Now, once we get someone engaged who does see this like you and I do, and then we got to get in the trenches with them, right? It's not just introducing people to a better way of life, because that's what this business is. It's about introducing people to a better way of life. And if it's a fit for them and their mentality and they're in that win quadrant, now it's getting in the trenches because they don't know how to build it, but we do, okay? So now it's just teaching them how you build this business. How do we talk to people about AdvoCare? How do we share the products? How do we coach people on that challenge? How do we share what the business is about? When someone has a question, how do we answer it? So it's like being a team captain and you're helping your freshmen. That's what building an AdvoCare business is about. I have a lot of freshmen that I introduced it to. Now I need to get in the trenches with them and help them build. And that's how my business became successful overnight. So it's fun, guys. I get to use the two parts of my life that I'm so passionate about, which is helping people through better health and wellness, and also helping people build a business, which is that entrepreneurship side, that you know, like that leadership role that I love to be in, and pay this forward so that I can help other moms come home and other dads come home, and you know, people have extra money to pay the mortgage. I mean, this is just a business that can bring you whatever you want in life, but you've got to have that mindset to build it. Okay. So that is the 4 personalities of people in the world, right? The Robert Kiyosaki kind of breaks down. You're looking for that one quadrant, that winner's mentality quadrant. That's who you're looking to share AdvoCare with, guys. Okay, so I hope that helps. I want to move on real quickly to something that's called New Distributor Quick Training. Now, New Distributor Quick Training is just for, you know, newbies who are getting involved and getting their businesses going. You know, maybe you just reached that advisor level. If you're not there yet, you absolutely want to reach advisor level. That's where the company now looks at you differently than just a product user to somebody who is going to be an entrepreneur of their own business and CEO, and they'll pay you like a CEO. They give you 5 income streams that you can build this business from, okay? Most important thing if you're new is just to package up your story. There's 2 main things you should be doing. You know, you got to share what AdvoCare does for you. You know, people buy people first and foremost, right? People don't buy product from me. They know that I eat, sleep, and breathe health and wellness. I like to help people. So what people buy from me is just an opportunity for me to help them feel better, look better, you know, perform better if they're an athlete. So when I share it, it's a matter of telling people, say, hey, listen, like, you know, I'm a mama too. Before AdvoCare, I was looking to lose a little bit of the baby weight. My friend introduced me to AdvoCare. I did. I jumped on that 24-day challenge, got back on my healthy eating patterns, got some of the product in my body. And you know what? I lost the 5 pounds I was looking to lose. I felt awesome. So I decided to set a goal and get back on the fitness competition stage 8 months after my second son. And I did. In the best shape of my life. I had great energy. I never felt better. And my physique was, you know, the best it's ever been after 2 babies. So, you know, it's teaching people 3 parts to your story. Where were you before AdvoCare? Okay. What happened? Like, how did you get introduced and what did you do? Did you jump on that challenge or did you get product on your body? Like, what did you do? What were your results and where are you going? So when I cast the vision of next steps, like where am I going? You know, hey, I'm launching a challenge group in 2 weeks. It's, you know, I have room for 10 people. Let me know who's in, and then get intentional, pick up the phone, share with people your story, the results, what you're doing with this now. And then the same thing on the business, guys. So, you know, when it came to sharing AdvoCare as a business to my friend Dave and some other people, I was telling people, hey, listen, like, you know, before AdvoCare, like, you know, I have a college degree, I have a master's degree, I had a 6-figure corporate job in the pharmaceutical industry. I left all of that to open up my own business so I could have more time freedom to be a mom and make my schedule. But the reality of owning your business is, you know, it's difficult to be a small business owner. I was there from 5 in the morning till 7 or 8 at night. I have lots of bills every month I have to pay. So no matter what happens and how many people walk in my doors, I still have to pay that overhead that I have. So, it was one of these things that I looked at and I said, this will be the next 20 years of my life of me, working from 5 a.m. till 7 p.m., barely getting home to tuck my kids into bed. If I didn't change anything that I was doing from a business standpoint, the next 20 years of my life was pretty much going to look the same and be an absent mother. So remember, mindset, I'm not comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with that. I wanted more, and I knew that my plan A of being a business owner was not going to get me there. There's only so many hours in a day that I can train people or help people in my studio, and there's only so many days in a week. So at the end of the day, I'm essentially capped at how much income I can earn and how many people I can help. With this business, I saw an opportunity to help more people, but also have a business model that I could, far surpass what I could do in a traditional business ownership role. So, it was sharing that story, but casting vision for my friend Dave and other people that I shared it with. And I said, listen, in 4 months of being involved in this business, I was able to match my 6-figure salary from the corporate world and basically, 6 years of college education coupled by 8 years in the corporate world and 3 in my own business. So add that up. I mean, we're pushing 15 years of hard work. I matched that income in 4 months in the direct sales model. And so here's where I'm going with this. I'm excited to share it with you. I don't know if it's a fit for you, but take a look, take a listen. I know you coach and you work hard, but hey, if you're looking for more, this might be a good fit for you. So, and then I put him on the phone and I said, just trust me, take a phone call with my friend Mia, who introduced me. And, we went from there. So package up your story. You can't share AdvoCare if people don't know what it's doing for you. I also see on the team, if you guys are posting on Facebook, stop posting your AdvoCare website, right? Like, let people know what AdvoCare has done for you. Say, hey guys, listen, I'm excited about this company. I did the challenge. I lost 10 pounds. I'm excited to coach a group. It starts in 2 weeks. Let me know who's looking to lose some weight and get in shape for summer. Post a picture, post, something else besides your AdvoCare website. It's very salesy, doesn't come across great online. People buy people, okay? Now, if you've never tried product and you're just building your business, well, let people know that. Say, hey, I'm just as excited to get going with this journey as you are. I start my challenge in 2 weeks. Let me know who's in and who wants to do it with me, okay? And then get anybody that has questions on the phone with your mentor. Say, hey, listen, I'm just getting going and I'm learning, but I'd love to get you on the phone with my friend, whoever introduced you to AdvoCare, who can help you help them. I want to get you on the phone with my friend Liz. She introduced me. She's a mama too. She's coached a couple thousand people on the challenge. She's better equipped to answer your questions. And then if that program is a fit for you, wonderful. We'll help you get going. If it's not, no big deal. Okay. So package your story, share it, and then get that person on the phone with your mentor ASAP. Okay. So getting mixers on the books, guys. Now, if you're brand new, I would encourage you to have your mentor, get some people in the living room, have your mentor come over, do a mixer. It's a fun way to educate people, but that's how we help people get a comprehension as to what AdvoCare is about. People don't know what it's about. Now, we match solutions. If people are just looking for health and wellness, then great, that's what they're going to do. They're going to jump on the challenge. If people are looking for more and they're in that quadrant like we are, they're going to be interested in that business and want to have another next steps conversation. But until we expose people to what AdvoCare is about, we can't grow and we don't grow. So AdvoCare is about who are you talking to now, who are you talking to next, and who can we plug into what's called the success system in AdvoCare. The success system in AdvoCare, guys, is just how you build this business, right? You figured out your why, you figured out your purpose as to why you're engaged in this business. That's first and foremost. Once you know why you're building this thing, it's easy. We know how. The how is share your story, talk to people, right? Use that impact magazine that you have in your distributor kit. If you haven't opened it up, right? And you can share in there. There's our endorsers are in that impact magazine. The medical team that creates these products are in that impact magazine. There's stories that you should be reading in there so that your mind can go, oh, you know what? This person lost 40 pounds. I'm thinking of my friend that really needs to lose 40 that I might be able to share this with and share that person's story and find some relatability there for them. Okay. So sharing what we do, sparking people up, employ yourself in your business. You can't expect to grow if we don't talk to people and share the two sides of what we do here, okay? So get a mixer on the books. If you are brand new and you have a team that you're starting to build already, then to ask them, say, hey, when can you put people in a living room and let me come over and help you? And we can help you get to advisor. We can help get some people started on product. And we know that the products work and change lives. And that's how we all grow and build business together. So ask your teammates who are new or a new advisor in your team and say, hey, when can you put a couple people in your living room? Like, I'll come by and we'll just share. So getting mixers and getting in front of people is a big part of what we do. And then the last part I'm going to coach you up on is what we call the bulletproof shield. Guys, you're gonna, just like anything else in life, you're going to get a lot of questions. And so if you're brand new, one of the things I want you to know is don't feel like you need to answer every question. You know, my first 3 months of AdvoCare, even though I'm in the health and wellness field, I can talk about nutrition and supplementation, and I knew a lot about the science, but I didn't really know a lot about the AdvoCare specifics. I knew what I researched. I knew I loved the company, 22-year-old company, created by an incredible team of medical professionals, used by pro athletes. I mean, safe, certified banned substance-free testing. That was all the stuff that I loved about AdvoCare. But when it came down to specific questions on products, ingredients, cost, how to share the discount option, or even answering questions on the business, how we earn income, how we get paid, I didn't really have great answers for that yet because I was still learning. So if you're new, what your only role is to be a professional introducer here. Share your story. Who do you know that we can help? Who do you know that needs to lose weight that you can say, hey, I am starting a challenge group in 2 weeks. I thought of you. Let me know if you're interested. This is what it did for me. And this is what I'm doing, okay? Who do we know that slams 3 cups of coffee, drinks multiple energy drinks? We know if we can help them learn how to eat better, that absolutely they can increase their energy levels. And then if we swap out the coffee with Spark, well, hey, that's such a clean form of energy for them. So who do we know like that, right? Who do we know that just is looking for general health and wellness? Who do we know that's an athlete that might want to perform better? So who do you know that like maybe does CrossFit or goes to a gym or is a marathon runner, triathlon, cyclist? You know, who do you know that's an athlete that takes their performance seriously, that we know if we can help them eat better and you know, get them on a 24-day challenge for athletes and incorporate some pre and post workout products. I mean, that is what sets AdvoCare apart, is our performance elite product line. Okay, so who do we know from that standpoint, a physical standpoint, that we can reach out and say, hey, I thought of you. This is what it's done for me, but I'd love to get you on the phone with my friend, you know, whoever your mentor is, Liz. Liz is so-and-so. You would build your mentor up for credibility, and then you would say, give me some times, I'll throw you on the phone with them, and if there's something here that's a fit for you, awesome. But people don't buy AdvoCare, they buy you first and what it's done for you and your belief in what you have your hands on and how much you love it. Because they know you and they trust you, and that's how you build this business, is just sharing with people that you know you can help. So that's one side of it, right? The other side is, you know, people ask questions that you don't know the answers to. When someone asks you a question about, you know, safety or ingredients, or, you know, hey, what about this ingredient or that, or, you know, hey, I heard this or I saw that, you know, hey, say, you know what, that's a really good question. And what I want to do is get you on the phone with my friend, you know, Liz. My friend Liz introduced me. She's been doing AdvoCare and involved for, you know, close to 3.5 years. And she's just much better equipped to answer your questions. So I think that's a great question. Give me some times, let me get you on the phone with her, and we'll get that answered for you. So what you're doing is just, you know, we call it, you know, basically your bulletproof like defense. You have this bubble around you that, hey, it's okay not to know an answer, but get them on the phone with your mentor for credibility. Guys, there's not too many questions that I haven't heard at this point in time, or that your direct mentor hasn't heard. There's only a handful of questions that people ask all the time. Like, you know, is this a pyramid? Okay, well, I mean, I love that question now at this point. I mean, it's almost laughable. So, you know, I don't expect you to know how to answer that, and it shouldn't stress you out. I mean, you've got a 22-year-old company in the direct selling industry that has, you know, guidelines and regulations to adhere and follow to, where, you know, we're leading the direct selling industry. We're going to hit $1 billion in sales. I mean, I love that question. So if someone has a question about this being a pyramid, get them on the phone with me, okay? We'll have fun with that. And then, you know, ingredients, like, hey, like, what's this ingredient or that ingredient? Like, again, get them on the phone with me. But, you know, your bulletproof kind of shield of confidence is, hey, listen, guys, you know, I wouldn't put anything in my body or my reputation behind anything that was harmful, linked to, you know, cancer. You know, you hear a million things. I heard this. The world is full of self-proclaimed experts who are Dr. Google. You know, they know everything about everything. Listen, I've never formulated a supplement and product and brought it to market before, so I'm not going to claim to be an expert or a doctor. But you know what? What I can tell you is that I know with full confidence that the medical team that creates these AdvoCare products, that put their name and their 20 plus years of reputation in the industry behind this company, would never put their name and reputation up against a company that used unsafe or harmful ingredients. Okay, so it's that bulletproof shield and confidence that, you know, people don't ask me ingredient questions anymore because they know my level of confidence is so high, and that stuff doesn't shake me. It's like, you know, when you're building a business, you're like a horse that has those blinders on, like right here, right? And there's that vision, and you're gonna help people that can be helped. And all this other noise out here, it's just that. It just becomes noise. And it's okay noise. You know, it doesn't rattle me, it doesn't shake me. It's okay. Like, I have confidence in what I'm doing here, and I believe wholeheartedly in this. And so the way that you build your confidence in this company, guys, is by getting to the trainings, listening to these doctors speak. You've absolutely got to get yourself down to success school. Why? Because you're going to see people like Rich Froning, 4-time CrossFit champion. He did one of his workouts on stage, like took his shirt off, like threw it down right on stage. And our director of sports endorsement says to Rich Froning in front of everybody, you know, hey, do you have anything to tell anyone out there about the AdvoCare products and why you like them? And he goes, one thing he said, use it, the pros do. And the whole place went nuts. I mean, that stuff I can't bottle up and bring home to you. But when someone asks me why AdvoCare, I mean, it's the hardest part for me is not to want to vomit on them. I mean, I have to kind of stay calm and cool and say, hey, you know what? Like, people like, you know, Rich Froning use the product and Drew Brees, even though I want to like just shout from the rooftops about what I have my hands on and that everybody should be using these products, or at least try them and make their own decision. And I feel the same way about the business. I wish that everybody would see it because I know I can help a lot of people, but the reality is they don't have the mindset to want to build a business. They're very comfortable in life, and that's okay. We're looking for the people that we can help that see this like we do. So remember that new feeling of, hey, any question is okay. Get them on the phone with your mentor. Build your mentor up as, you know, someone that they should talk to and has great credibility, and plug them in on the phone, because two things will happen. It brings a lot of credibility. You get to learn in the process. That is like what we call on-the-job training. I put like 10 to 15 people a week on the phone with my mentor, Mia, and I listened on the other line. I would introduce my friend and say, hey, Mia, listen, like, this is so-and-so. They're interested in hearing more about the challenge. They have some goals they're trying to reach. I wanted to get them on the phone with you. I told them that you've been doing this for a long time. You've coached a couple thousand people in the program. You're better equipped to answer their questions. And then if it's a fit, great, like we'll get them going. And I would listen, and I'd take a notebook out, and I'd put my phone on mute. Stop talking. If you are a new distributor, your mentor can help you build a business. Put your phone on mute and don't talk. Get your notebook out and start listening and taking notes. You'll find a pattern to phone calls. You'll find a pattern in a duplication process in what we do that is so strong and powerful. So guys, listen, I'm well over that 5 to 10 minute mark. You know I get so passionate, but I hope that this adds some value for you if you're new or you're helping some new young distributors build. Think about all of the stuff we talked about, who to share this with, packaging your story, your kind of bulletproof shield, getting people on the phone with your mentor, get some mixers scheduled, expose people to what we do. Who are you talking to now? Who are you talking to next? Help the people that want to be helped, and everybody else next. Oh my God, I just rhymed. Anyways, but seriously, that's how this business works. And I'm excited to meet so many of the new people that I have not met yet. Get your tickets to Success School down in Texas. It's in August, the 7th through the 9th. We'll have a big team there. Last year we had close to 100 there. Get your tickets now. Go on your websites, log in. And if there's anything that I say, trust me in the process, is you got to get down to Texas this year. You will come out of there on fire. I can't bottle that up and share it with you in a message, but if you go to law school, you know, you're going to be a lawyer. If you're a doctor, you want to go to med school. You want to get trained up on the things that can help you be successful. There are no successful people in AdvoCare, you know, Ruby level and above, that don't go to Success School. So do the math. If you want to be successful and you have a growing team, you have to find a way to get yourself to Texas in August. Get your tickets now. Help 10 people do the 24-day challenge between now and then. Budget out some income. Get your flights, get your hotel now. You know, you help 10 people, you can cover the cost of yourself going down there. All right, guys, have a good rest of your night, and I will talk to you guys all soon.